One advantage of a dictatorial system is you have time on your side.
Yeah.
They can, first of all,
Yes.
as you'll probably tell us better than we know, China is going to be funding election campaigns in the United States.
For sure.
Right. And they can just wait for this president to go, and then they find someone who's weaker.
Right.
To cave to their demands.
Right. And if you think of the ongoing impeachment trial, I think that will end up China's celebrating. Right.
Really?
They're actually going to be really happy about Trump leaving office, because at the end of the day, China's it's steeped in honor culture. There's this notion in Chinese culture about saving face, and Trump has no shame, and he really does not allow China to save face. He speaks ill of it. He basically really rankles China exactly where it hurts the most. And because he doesn't play by the rules and he's just abrasive. So he really annoys China on a level that's almost visceral culturally. And, the question for foreign policy experts is that a good thing? Does China behave better when we're nicer to them? But over the years, it's proven that that's not the case. We've been nice to them. We've traded with them. We allowed them into the WTO. They didn't play nice. They never did. So maybe it's time for a different sort of tactics. I think that's what Trump brings to the table, at least on China specifically.
And you talked earlier about an axis and the allies coming back, the new Cold War. I guess the universal constant during the Cold War is that both parties kind of knew that the Soviet Union was an adversary.
Right.
Is that where we need to get to, do you feel, with China?
I think so. And I think, one of the most striking things that to me at least, was when the UN was in session and they wanted to criticize what was going on in Xinjiang, where the Uyghurs were being imprisoned. And you look at all the countries that did not sign the rebuke against China. It was majority Muslim countries. Pakistan did not sign it. Many of the Gulf states did not sign it. And the people that were the most vocal about the mistreatment of Uyghur Muslims were New Zealand, Australia, the United Kingdom, the United States, the evil West. And somehow the narrative that they are the ones who are Islamophobic, and somehow the majority Muslim countries, even Turkey, and the Uyghurs are of Turkic descent, did not stand up for them. I mean, this is like, we're living in this upside down world right now, in a way. Yeah. And you can see how China, because of the Belt and Road Initiative, has many countries basically by the balls because of the sheer amount of investment they have in their countries. I mean, just today, or in the last 2 days, President Xi Jinping was actually in Nepal because he, I think it was a $500 million investment in Nepal. And this is a country that's, where the Tibet is there and Dalai Lama got excised. And you see the welcome that they gave him. And he gave a press conference saying that if Hong Kong continues to happen, that there will be crushed bodies and bones. He said that in Nepal, and the warm welcome that they gave him is pretty much related to the investment that he was bringing to this country. And with the Belt and Road Initiative, investments in Africa, now even South America that they're expanding to, who knows whose influence, who knows whose loyalty the Chinese could buy. It's scary.